Hello, hackers. So, welcome back. Here we are where we left off. We just completed this test text print routine, and we'll try to complete this one also to handle the variable with characters. Excuse me. Now, we do know which ones are bigger and not based on this list. But we can have one or we can have several, so we need to handle that runtime. So I'm thinking what we'll do is we'll check here. And in order for us to do that, we need to know what exact number they have in the list. So we'll see here. So the first one we have is this one. However, we need to actually not find it there, but here. Is there no... yeah. So do we really have to count this out? No, we have it there, x13. So character 13, starting from 0, right? Yes, so character 13. Character 23. Character 27. And we have a total of 31 on each line. So this is number 32 then. So we need 31 and plus this one. But here there is no one. So these are okay. So we actually need to start from here. So this will be 48. So 47 plus 13. That should be 60. +23 plus 47, 70. No, that can't be right. That one can't be right. That's 23, the W. Yes. It's a bit small. My resolution on this monitor is quite high, and some of these programs, the UI is giving kind of small characters. But anyway, so the last one is this one here, which is 27. So what did I say? 47 plus 27, 67, 74. That should be it. So any of these characters we will check here, and then we'll do the check for end of line here. Yeah, that should be all right. So we'll handle that from here. All right. Now, this is calculating the fetch address. Which is common. So actually we want to do this before. This also means that we need to save this one and restore it there. So we just use the X register to keep the value. So set p register 1 is set, and it is shared if it's double or single width characters. The Y register is common, so that's also okay. Well, let's wait with that a little bit. Now these are single width characters, so basically this one is fine. We don't need this one. Haha, let's save ourselves a little trouble here. Print character. Yes, and that's the done line. Now basically this should work. Let's just do a little test. Yes. However, on this one, we don't need that one. And we don't need that one. Single character, and this one we need both, but we shall go to 36 instead. That didn't do anything. Let's just confirm that actually this does, or it gets called at all. No, it doesn't. Big M and big W. Let's see. check that we're actually checking for the right characters. So that would be the text then, would it not? That is the char with table. 2680, okay. But however, our text is in the top here, so why make this more complicated than it has to be? So this is the jump, and this is the text. 54 is a big T, 05 is a small e. Test space TEXT space capital A, capital M, which is 4D. Let's just make sure that we have that correct here. So 4D, decimal 77. So no wonder. Did I really manage to screw that up? What was that letter anyway? So capital M. So the capital M should be 77. How in the heck? Okay. Don't dawdle about it, just accept it. So 4D and 57, I will assume then is the W. W, yes. 57 should be 87. So I really messed that up. Must have done something wrong. That's fine. You know what? Screw this. 40. I'm really tempted to try this one. Just try it. Yeah, because the M and the W suddenly is correct now. So the M, so 4D, he check first for the M, which is D, W, and the A, and then 40. So that actually works. So, okay, let's uncomplicate our lives a little bit. Don't need the comments anymore then. This one, however, perhaps we do. MW it is probably possible to add these letters into and encode this somehow, but I don't think I want to use a heck of a lot of time doing that, because I'm obviously not going to use this very often. Let's just see what this produces for the fun of it. The MW and the MW works fine, and it's only that one, which is of course fetching something completely bonkers. So let's see if we can figure this out again. So actually the map, okay, I was reading from the map, but it looks the same. So no, it's actually not. Yes, it is. So this one is number 27 and 91. So 27, that's 1B. Plus 32, that is 3B. So 1B and 3B, which is then the same we're gonna do here. So that one is fine, but that one, plus 32, so it's actually 64. Ah, okay, so that explains it. Did I? No, I still have it. So let's add another 32 to it. So 91, that's 5B. Sometimes, you know. There we go. So MWA works. Smashing. So then we don't need this anymore. And that's fine. Actually, this one here should be 10. 16 is 10. Okay, so let's see if we can shorten this a little bit then. Now this part here is the same for both routines. If I were to well, actually, I would like to exit. I don't need even that one. Maybe this will make the... So, if we're done, we're done. Just hope it doesn't break the branch. Yes, the branch gets too long, but let's see if we can shorten it. So, single character, that part can be added here, which means that we're not gonna need it here. Still too long. Okay, so let's just do that. And to be fair, So he subtracts 37 and he subtracts 36. So I'm completely messed it up. Well, not completely, it's just not recognizing the difference between 1 and 2 lines anymore, which is why. That obviously works. Yes. That should help. Okay. Yes. Now, the next thing that we'll do is the screen memory here. We're not gonna be using the screen memory to write to. We will write to the buffer that we talked about in the last video. But for now we'll just use the screen memory to test. But basically, instead of storing it here, I will store it here. Which means that I can't use the X to keep that one. So we'll just push it and we will pull it, liberate our X register. So Y and X 0, and we're for now just writing it to the screen memory. Which means that instead of doing this, we will do it like that. I got a better idea. So okay, so we forget about set register 2. This here is fine. We write to the print buffer, which points to screen memory, and we can easily change that later. We check all that stuff. The only thing that we need to do is we need to increase this one. Okay, I think I have an idea on how to do that. That also means that we don't need that one. And here, actually, what did we put? 27. Now also we need to increase X here. Here. Okay. So did we not use the setp temp? But that is only done here. So what we can do is so I'll use setp temp and setp temp 1 for both the lines. Setp temp setp temp 1 setp temp 1. And then basically here we just increase them. Whew, that was a lot of messing about. Setp temp 1. I was pretty sure I made one. Let's double check our definitions. Setp, nah, okay, so I call them 2 and 3, okay. Fine, you know what, screw it. Let's make the 1 also. Yes, so at least it prints the last character. he need to do it twice for the double one, of course, but still that's not helping. Why not? He obviously reads through all the characters, so that should be fine. And that's the last one, but it doesn't progress it. Why is that? Because he resets these ones every time. There we go. So, sorted. Yeah. So reset and of course these ones I can use to handle the center or middle or right alignment if I want to add that also, based on whatever the result is here. Then I can just adjust these ones to do any alignment that I want for this particular line. I think I'll handle that by passing some kind of control character from the text. But for this part, I actually think that we are okay. Is there anything else that we could? No. I think that's all right. So there we have it. Not much of an improvement from when we started, but at least we have made some changes to the code. So now I've, from my point of view, I feel I have better control over the routine, and this part should not be very difficult to do any alignment business from that point. And now I can easily define where the print buffer should be. So, but I think this is where we'll cut it off for this video. Next time, the next step will be to align the text, and then I'll have to write at least routines for pulling the screens and these things, and then I'll see how far we get. But and of course I'll need an interrupt to handle the synchronization with the raster. But anyway, I think that's good enough for today, at least this video. And then take care and happy coding, guys.